Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Audire Astra from the Genshin Impact stream. Hello, Cass. Hello, Cole. Good to see you here again. Also, yeah, I can tell you, Cass, that Raiden Shogun is technically it's Raiden A, but she'll probably show up at some point in the story. I'm assuming it's very likely. Man, Kirby games are so good. Just finished up Forgotten Land. Who names their kid Shogun? Well, the Shogun is the name of the puppet. It's not a name of a person. Because the puppet's job is to be the Shogun. So Raiden Shogun is more of a title than a name. Hello, Tommy. Good to see you here. Puppet person, what's the difference? Honestly, if you don't know what the difference is, I'm not gonna explain it to you. You can just... don't worry about it, Cole. Audire, can you be comforting and relaxing? No. No. I refuse. I mean, what's the difference to you, Audire? Well, for instance, puppets don't have organs, generally speaking. They aren't alive. Tends to help. Anyways, you know what? Let's just keep playing with the Genshin. We'll just go on. I don't really have anything to talk about today. What if we gave them organs? Transplant. The organs would die. Because puppets aren't alive. They don't have blood. Flashbang, you should have been ready. The Genshin loading screen. It affects us all. Hey, what am I doing? Alright, wait till the next morning. I did all my dailies and apparently that was not enough time for the morning to come. Back in that one, I see, yeah, because that's where my dailies were. Oh man, are you kidding me? Wasn't even enough? They've get another 24 hours? Insane. Insane behavior. How did the Netland story end again? We defeated the Abyss. We beat the evil dragon. Did I reach you? I think I did. Pretty sure I did.
Huh. Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either. Are we too
Well, stream lag probably on your end. Should be. My
Didn't
internet...
Ayato say
I
he'd
spent
share
2.5
toppings
hours with
everyone
the
in the
internet technician to get my internet fixed today, so it should be fine now.
Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
A doppelganger?
Why'd they give Mavuika a bike?
Doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
Because she asked for it.
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not
Wow.
real.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
No, never.
It always comes up in light novels. You really never see
Please
it?
tell me she has a reference to a specific show. I have no idea.
Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night? The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere.
Also, is it just me?
Check on Sayu's team.
Tommy. Did I say hi to you, Tommy? I forgot. Oh, hi, Tommy. Is it just me, or does Paimon's voice sound less high-pitched than she used to be?
Huh? They're not here yet. Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird.
But so...
Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't
No,
look
wait till
like any of the workers
the
we
net
saw yesterday.
the whole Mav
It
Wake Up
doesn't
bike
seem
thing
like
and
he's
does
here
raise
to
up a
be
good
used.
point I've been wanting to make. Maybe like in Inazuma quest is not the best time to bring it up. But I do want to talk about Natlin a little bit.
He snuck away again. Do you think he might be...
You hope you see your doppel? Why would a doppelganger want to be you, Cole? That's the question.
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on. Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Reporting
Dashingly good looks. Have you
Nothing
cut your hair
suspicious
yet?
to note at the Bunshin
Do you look
Phantasm
less like a
booth.
hobo?
It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
Is that Kujo-Sara? I can't tell who that is. Oh, that's definitely... No, that's definitely Kujo-Sara. Oh, look. Man, nobody has a voice
What's going
today.
on here?
Wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of our detectives. Maybe I should have expected it to be you. I guess that makes us the hunted. Audire Paimon. Who the fuck is that? Why is he so cute?
Forgive me, ma'am.
That is Heizo. He's a detective
I-
working for the
Did not
Tenryo
realize
Commission.
Someone was on my tail.
Considering Audire's skill, the fault is not with you.
What's going on? What are you investigating?
Why?
Must be serious if Hazel's involved.
The investigator guy with the hat, his eyebrows are like green for some reason. Did they like get the textures wrong? Unfortunately, my orders prevent me from sharing that information with you.
You really can't tell us anything?
If Sara and Hazel are so hesitant to divulge information, there's only one person who could be responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they?
An astute observation, traveler. Tell her the truth.
Oh, look.
What?
There she
The
is.
Shogun is here?
Detective Windpower is close enough. Welcome back, Philip. Who is Philip? Hello, I'm here. Hello, Sir Honey Rose. Welcome
Recognize me
aboard.
with a single glance?
Shogun, we
matters
still
not.
haven't completed the
I am certain
investigation.
the person standing before us is our friend, the traveler. Her gaze, her presence.
Why is the Shogun still
her
around if
mastery of
A
several
is
types
back?
of
So,
elemental energy.
A
There is no
is
mistake.
basically like
And we need her help.
not a non-physical being. When she's present, she basically just possesses the Shogun. Oh, okay. So basically A is worried that the traveler was a doppelganger and not the real one. Understood. An investigation team was sent to survey a piece of land. Yesterday, the Tenryo Commission received a report that the team was found unconscious in the field. Why is she so metaphysical? So basically she like destroyed her actually, I mean, she's kind of an elemental being, I guess. So like maybe they don't really have physical bodies normally, but basically She retreated into her own pocket dimension so that she would not change over the millennia or the centuries, because her goal was to be eternal. Not only that, the group appeared to have been trapped in an endless nightmare, unable to wake up.
Stay away!
We detected intermittent traces of yokai power where they were found. We followed the traces and ended up here, just outside the festival grounds.
What?
Should we call off the festival? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. We've heard the rumors about the doppelgangers, yes? We suspect the culprit has the ability to change form, allowing them to spread information at will. They may have already infiltrated the festival grounds. Looks like we need a Baku to eat the nightmares? Yeah. I'm assuming that's where this is going. Freddy Krueger's natural predator. If we call off the festival, we may give them a chance to escape amidst the chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Walking down the festival grounds could provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai
Can't the Tanuki
together.
change form? It does.
We cannot allow the
So
culprit to
we
endanger
established
anyone.
earlier that it's not the Tanuki. I forget the reasoning. A very valid concern. Last night we dispatched a group of soldiers to the festival grounds. They'll remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction, so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. Even the almighty Shogun has taken it upon herself to patrol the area all night.
No one else has been harmed.
Thank you.
The thunder we heard was
Is it
you.
you, Miko? Pretty sure it's not. I apologize for our failings, Shogun. You should not
On
have
the
had to
contrary,
intervene.
It was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Well, it's probably a Mount Yogo there wherever we have to go. Which means if the culprit infiltrated the festival grounds, they must still be nearby. Actually, could Red Mask an actual Tengu, or is she just referencing one? She's just referencing one. She's human. The only people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying
Miko
at the
is working
shrine.
with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else. The
Is that why
Tenryo
you need my
Commission
help?
is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Oh, I see. So
So you need us to
one of the contestants is going to be a doppelganger, and it's our job to figure out which one it is.
Precisely.
Oh my god, she said the thing.
I understand
No one say
these
anything.
people are your
No one say
friends,
anything.
And it puts you in a difficult position. But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
I
Thank
understand,
you.
I'll do my best.
I truly hope
Wait, what
the
thing?
situation is
Nothing.
not as
Keep it
grave
that
as
way.
seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
You have not been afflicted by brain rot. Congratulations, Cole. Well, there's only so much we can learn that way, so I think we need to find a way to slip onto the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is far too revered a figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will certainly
Worry
cause a
not.
stir.
Miko and I discussed that
Skibbity,
issue.
no.
She claims to have a plan.
Older
The
brain
preparations
rot.
are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Somehow seems more accurate.
If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Oh boy, Miko's plan. What will she come up with this time?
Okay, so where
Go
do
to
we
Sayu
start?
and
We
investigate.
need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion.
Okay,
Looks like Sayu's team is
so
already
out of
here.
the people
Well,
involved,
guess we'll
who
just
is most
play it
likely
by
to be a
ear.
doppelganger? Oh, hi Alex, good to see you here. Welcome aboard.
So tired. I don't feel rested have so much energy. Didn't you stay up even later than me?
Well... Weak. Ichibushi, that's not a nice thing to say to a friend. Sunny's probably just tired because you came up with all the ideas yesterday. Need a break, Sai? I can start thinking about the ending stages in the meantime. It's been forever since we've done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
It's okay. I can push through. Sayu and
He wants the
Yorina
doppelganger's
seem the same
voice?
as ever. Kichibushi too. How should we test them? Oh,
Yeah, I don't
doppelgangers only
see
make
anything
appearances.
wrong
They
with
wouldn't know
how they're
about
behaving right
Saya's
now.
past. Let's give it a try.
Here's a question. Did you know that Raiden Shogun once tried to get pregnant? Doubt? Citation needed?
Wait for yellow fur.
I mean, if you lived for so long, I'm sure there would come a day you would despair over your lonesome and get a child. I don't think she would because she's not human. And as far as I know, the gods in Genshin do not reproduce.
Yeah, well, the
Like
travelers
mammals.
judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right?
Still, you don't need to make anything, so what's the rush?
If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency.
Why not make a child then, like the other puppets?
Oh no, it's
She did!
the traveler
That's what
really wanted to
Scaramouche
see you.
is. Although... So the whole thing was like... She didn't really see Scaramouche as like a child, but Scaramouche did see her as his mother, so he got all angry about it. Why?
It's your game. Playing your game yesterday brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early.
We
to
love
reminisce
Dogwater Mothers.
about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and...
I mean, in fairness, she wasn't really out there intending to become a mother.
White fur acting super strange.
Imagine like you're just making puppets and one of them just randomly like develops like thoughts and feelings. Oh, I was just reminded of a certain ambush order.
Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden?
Huh? Well, all the Bakidanuki transformations reminded me of the time you failed that ninjutsu
that was
technique.
My bad. I tried to turn into a barrel, but my tail was sticking out. So you found me immediately.
That'd be like if the
But
old
this
guy
time,
ditched
I'm
Pinocchio.
not in charge of
I mean, I'm
turning
pretty
into
sure
things anymore,
he
so
wanted a
it should
son
be
though.
fine.
That's different.
Think. Weak.
Kichibushi, what did I say about talking that way? Anyway, you seem to have a good grasp of on transformations anyway. Yesterday, Sayu, what's the story here? It all started
That
with the
word shouldn't be
mysterious
on me.
order.
I didn't realize I was tricked until later. Did all that work and didn't even get to nap. Really shouldn't have taken that order.
Still, we had some fun times together, right? Yeah, he wanted a son. Geppetto wanted a son, and he loves Pinocchio as the son he never had.
Based on what happened,
Or I guess he had.
you could say that.
I don't know. I don't remember the details of Pinocchio, to be honest. It's not something I've thought about in a very long time.
Mujina is all red.
No, I'm not. And I'm not a Mujina.
Okay, so Sayu appears to be real.
Oh, we should get out of your hair then. Good luck, everyone.
The problem with Raiden Shogun, she's human but a doll. Why not make her an Eldritch mommy? I mean, she made her the Shogun. She made her doll look like herself.
Bye, Yellow Fur. Come back and play.
So that would be why. In universe, that would be why. Out of universe first, it's because they don't really think Eldritch Mommies will sell very well.
Wow, we've had so many
You remember when the
adventures,
kids
huh?
all became donkeys,
You don't even realize
twincest?
it
What?
until someone brings up the past.
What? Cole, what? What brought this up?
Oh yeah, totally. It was, what was it again? Anyway, Paimon
I
didn't pick up
figured.
on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
And whose fault is that?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning
Raiden's
into the
doll looking like
judging
herself.
probably
Well, remember,
isn't
Raiden no longer exists physically, so she
We're
cannot
just about the
twincest
creative
herself with the
process behind
Shogun.
game and confirm their
Unfortunately.
identities that way.
For you, Cole.
Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
Suckers of love would have to disagree. Do I want to know what that is? I feel like I don't know what I feel like I don't want to know what that is.
Hey Toma, we were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Like, the Eldritch love story that I know the most would be Saya no Uta. I think that's like the most famous one, but it's also not. I mean, some people would pull for her, but that's definitely not a story for mass market audiences.
Feel a
It's the Cthulhu dating sim.
Oh, Boss
Are
can
they like
explain that
waifued,
one.
or are they just like, you know, their usual
Boss
selves?
and Shosei were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever.
They are
Boss is
waifued?
the best.
I see. Oh, I don't deserve that much praise, but when it comes to the talking part, I guess I'm the best person to answer your questions.
Time for an interview. Into you?
No, Soche, no! Ask away, judges. Did you design this game with anyone in mind? Well, from a design standpoint, we want it to be a game for everyone.
Not so fast. Everyone isn't
This
an answer.
sequel even has
You need to be
asexual
more
Yuri.
specific about your target audience.
Do you mean that the Yuri doesn't have sex, or does it mean like the people doing the Yuri are agendered? In which case, it's not really Yuri, is it? By the way, you read the Yellow King story and it was great. You mean the King in Yellow?
Makes sense. Kids need a little exercise
What?
here and there.
Where did the classes come from? Where does she keep getting them from? Second would be active adults, ages 18 to 40.
Adults have more stamina, so they can get more out of the game.
Next would be older adults, ages 40 to 60, especially those in
Older
need of
adults.
exercise.
Exercise is important.
You mean
for
that the
healthy
MC
aging,
is
but
ace and the love is
something
between
is
two
off
women?
about this.
So there's a dating sim, but there's two people dating that are not, and the MC is not involved in? What? Finally, we have elderly people who are still full of life. That would be the 60 to 1,000 age range.
Wait. That includes everyone.
Well, we can't forget about the yokai, right? The game is for humans and
But
yokai
not
alike
for
after all.
boy.
Also, why not have Raiden be a kaiju like Raiga? What is Raiga? Cthulhu HP Lovecraft ending is A. But you don't like that they bash his head in with a boat when he goes back to sleep? Besides, you seem to agree with each group, Paimon, unless you intend to change your tune.
Next question.
No, the MC is a girl and the love interest is also a girl. But the MC is asexual? That's a weird thing to make your protagonist in a dating sim.
Whoa. Not a single stepper.
Alright, fine guys, I'll Google this. Suckers for love. Is this a... No, it's Love is for Suckers is like a Korean show. I'm assuming you're talking about this like Steam game. gonna say that I'm not into this. Miraiga Kaiju Raiga. Okay. I'm gonna Google this again. This is just like, this is just Godzilla. This is just like Godzilla with fat hands. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to work on this. Anyways, let's get back to Genshin.
Yes, Boss Toma.
Well, Toma's
Is that
answers
just
were
like,
all
is
very
Raiga
genuine.
just like
Paimon
female
didn't notice
Godzilla?
anything un-Toma-like about them. Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the
Nyarlathotep is silly though. I'd say he's a little more than silly.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
What if the doppelganger
So,
replaced all
we're
of
back at
them?
square one. That just leaves
Yep, in
Kozo
fact, she's his
right?
mate in Kaiju-ken. Ah, that makes sense. She is literally just girl Godzilla. I guess this must have been... I'm guessing this probably happened around the time where, like, we had, like, girl Pac-Man and, like, you know... Everybody was getting a girl counterpart.
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early. You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay.
I don't think that's the soul. You have questions for me, I presume?
Kokomi! A little warning next time.
Super Earth be looking a little funny these times. Hello, 9029. Believe it or not, I do in fact stream things besides Helldivers. Saturday is usually Helldivers Day. Sounds like you already know why we're here. Yes, I heard about the doppelganger incident. When I saw you around the venue just now, it wasn't hard to connect the dots. As for what you want to know... Oh, I got the writing statue in the background. Energy.
Oh, the numbers you write in your diary.
In a tree? Dryberry?
A hen.
Oh, sorry.
2 out of 3 streams aren't Helldivers, generally speaking, yes. So, we can leave it there, right? You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine. Yep, all good. As for Gyobe Koban, he was in the shrine all night. I can't imagine he's the criminal you're searching for.
Yobu Koban is a criminal? No, of course not. You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good? Good.
Very good. Actually, Raiga and Godzilla are mates since 2021 when Raiga God of Monsters came out. But hey, oh. I bet they fight, right? Like, the Godzilla and his wife, they're probably not like... They probably don't have a very peaceful, loving relationship. I bet they fight. I bet there's a lot of domestic violence going on in that relationship. She left after receiving a message in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, perhaps it's related to your own investigation. I've honestly only seen Project Women in Helldivers streams, but as long as the vibes are here, I mean that was pretty much all I was streaming for a pretty long time. For like about a month. Oh, as she left, I heard her whisper under her breath, ordering me around in the middle of the night. Who does she think she is? Miko. She probably needed an expert on nightmares to help formulate a strategy. Well, I guess it also confirms Mizuki's identity.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Actually, no, they don't fight each other at all. They're actually really calm and content. Surprising!
Miko and Mizuki.
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Yes,
Did you finish
I
up your
left the
work?
rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Okay, so we
Just like
verified
that,
that
you let down
nobody
your
is a
guard.
doppelganger.
And all it took was for me to wear her face.
She is just trolling.
It's you!
She is just trolling. Obviously. If you keep joking like this, I want 30% of the profit.
Little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
Making a joke like that, you're the only one in Inazuma who would do
It's
that.
getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Can you stop with the
Also,
teasing then?
Helldivers is actually
Even
an
I'm reaching
alternate
my
dimension
limit.
to Warhammer 40k. Helldivers is actually just a Warhammer like 3k or 4k.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes.
Mizuki Sleepy is adorable. She is. I mean, she's adorable all the time, but... So, what did you do last
Investigated the
night?
Shogunate officials' nightmares, analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Point years? What about point
Well,
years, huh?
I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've
So
helped
she was
many
up all
patients
night.
who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Baku? Wow. What are you on about, Cole? Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Mizuki. Kyopakan and I can handle the game development. In the meantime, I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest. Oh, she had pointers? Yeah. It is like a tradition for like the yokai to all have like non-human features, and in her case that just continue to be pointy ears. We can't have our lead developer out of commission. I'm not confident that I can bring our vision to fruition
You're
on my
very
own.
persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Sweet dreams.
However, she's got the permanent swirly eyes. Kinda like Tommy. The swirly eyes are only semi-permanent.
Festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand. It would
Aw,
seem she
wait, so they're
hasn't forgotten,
childhood
even
friends?
After 500 years.
Sounds like you haven't forgotten
You know,
either.
there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one. Look, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
You have a crush on Mizuki as she's a Baku, which is your favorite yokai species. I mean, she is very
You
cute.
didn't notice anything suspicious, right?
You let her
That should mean
diagnose
the
you any
culprit
day,
didn't
Cole.
sneak
Cole,
in.
I don't think you need a diagnosis. You need therapy.
That's one possibility. The other is that the
Oh,
culprit's
exactly.
transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance.
So, how do you plan to provoke them?
Oh, Aiden
What does
tell you?
therapy do again? Well,
Allow me to show
hopefully it addresses the root of your problems, but if not, it's a good goal would be to make you capable of mentally dealing with the root of your problems until you can actually address them.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival. Please
Wait,
welcome Her
what?
Excellency, the almighty Narukami
Really, this is what they're
Hosho,
doing?
God of
This is what they're
Thunder.
doing? But he's gonna join the competition? What is the root of your problems? You blame yourself? You're gonna Well, you see, you need to get a little more specific than that. It's the Shogun. The almighty Shogun is here in person.
So this was your plan, Miko?
A does not sound impressed.
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Paimon can't believe she agreed to that.
I'm watching them walk on stage and there was some fireworks. The almighty Shogun's presence is bound to cause a stir. Instead of struggling to maintain a low profile, it is better for her to step into the open. Hello, Corbzillosaurus. Welcome aboard. Good to see you here again. How have you been? And it means a detective can slip into the venue alongside the retinue without turning any heads at all. In the presence of the Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down their guard. Their every move needs to be faultless. The more you focus on getting one thing right, the easier it is for the rest to become cracks in the glass. That's what Miko wants us to take advantage of. And she's using the almighty Shogun as bait. The Lady Gucci is as daring as ever.
Listen earlier. We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
It feels like nobody cared, or I mean, everybody cared. They were just confused. Like, why is she here? Your intel was very useful, actually. We don't know how things will unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. In the meantime, stick with the Shogun, Audire. We need everyone focused on her. I'll do my best. Alright, under my command, the Tenryou Commission will remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. After that, we surveyed each stall, just like yesterday. What is Lumine doing? A's presence definitely caused a stir, but it didn't take long for the festive atmosphere to return. Maybe a day will come when A can leave Tenshikaku and it won't be so out of the ordinary. Oh my god.
Another day of hard
She'd
work.
learned how to use a
Where did the
camera.
time go?
So this is just an excuse to have a date with A? I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This is such a minor response.
This stall looks familiar.
I mean,
Yet
it's not
it
like
seems
she's
the
unheard
ownership
of.
has changed hands.
You must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
Smiley
I
face?
see. Yet,
Mommy?
you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryou Commission.
Oh,
What are
Is
you
that
looking at,
his like grandfather or something?
The
The
food
root of your problem
offerings.
is that you're completely
Although this
bonkers.
vendor seems...
Again, therapy tries to dig in a little deeper. Oh, just proud of you for embracing who you are. The vendor is giving me a pleading look. Judging by his cooking skill, it almost seems like his first day on the job. Hey,
Working,
he's
I see.
working.
I appreciate your dedication, sir.
of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed
Wait,
guests.
is he the doppelganger?
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dongo milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Oh, you're happy about the... Oh,
Yes,
that's what
I
she's
wanted
talking
to
about.
Thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine
You
the
can have
people here would be
platonic
on edge
dates.
even now.
Come on.
I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
This festival is for everyone, including you.
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed.
You
since I
can?
last
Yeah, it's like a
partook of
friend
the
date.
festivities. Much
Like
is
I
different this
said,
time.
I'm completely
The
bonkers, so
people,
no
the
therapist can't do
place,
anything.
the games.
Well, have you tried?
Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And
He
the
once went
almighty
on a date
Shogun?
with 26 girls. Very impressive. How did that go?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much needed rest.
Yume Mizuki
Yeah, she basically
Mizuki.
become nocturnal. Like
Thank
it's
you for your
nighttime
aid
now.
earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares. but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so,
Unfortunately, even the Nightmare Eater does not know.
Shukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Oh, the stream is lagging? Well, it says stream status is healthy to me. Stream status excellent, messages, stream is healthy.
I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Be right back. What's going on? This is a little sus.
Alright, now we can talk
Dango?
freely.
No, dango milk. Miko doesn't need to see me, does she?
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Is the Shogun? Is A the doppelganger? Yes, he seems troubled.
You noticed too.
Hey Tommy, are you having any stream lag? Something did seem off with A today. Maybe she's not used to leaving Tenchukaku. Or was it the reaction of the crowd? No, we've been through so much. Something so trivial wouldn't shake her. She must be keeping something to herself.
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help.
Wait.
Unfortunately,
Maybe the
that only
nightmare
exacerbates
is
the problem.
it's her nightmare
Until
that's
their
causing the
emotions become
problem.
So heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I
So
see
what-
those warning signs in the Shogun.
Oh no, we're gonna have to give A therapy. So even the Archons aren't immune to emotional strain.
Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible
boy.
that someone who appears strong
We're
on the
gonna have a
outside
lot to work through for her.
compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy. Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler.
As a clinical psychologist, isn't that where
Approaching
you
someone
come
in a
in?
professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Okay, we're gonna lure her into the bath, and there we're gonna give her therapy.
Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already.
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later. Just have fun.
Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg.
Hot spring egg? What is that? Oh, that's like a food item in the game.
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Something tells me you chose to stay behind on
makes you say
our
that?
behalf. You want everyone to relax.
If my presence makes them nervous,
You've never
or
heard of
impedes
hot
their
spring eggs?
ability
No.
to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
But
As
aren't you
know,
under pressure
this body
too?
is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue.
You didn't deny it.
Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally that person should be me.
Aww. See, she does care. What if you didn't have to worry about bothering anyone?
What does it matter? The world is not so easily.
It's basically
bent to
just
one's
boiled
will.
eggs made by boiling the egg in the hot springs. But the hot springs aren't actually at boiling temperature. I'll take that as a yes. So, like, I guess you'd have to cook it extra long. I have a pair of special coupons here. We can get into the bathhouse after closing.
What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko. You
It's
think
an
you can
honest
get away with
offer.
manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
You'll go, won't you?
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
Alright, wait till nighttime. I guess this isn't night enough. Well, we need to wait for it to be later. Alright, invite I to the Isa bathhouse.
Shall we head out?
Let's
All right.
go!
No reason to delay.
How long do days last until that? 24 hours. According to Paimon time. According to the Paimon clock. I mean, the bathhouse probably closes at like, I would guess close to midnight.
Replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So,
Have you never been in a hot spring before, eh? You're like 1,000 years old and you've never been to a hot spring? It's not like there's that much to do
yes,
in medieval
there are hot
Teyvat.
springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi
But we go so fast in the game, that's just a game.
blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plane of Euthymia. And naturally, the body of the
that's
Shogun
why.
has
It's
no
because
need for such luxuries.
I see. It's because
The members
she
of the
was
Kanjo
a pup.
Commission
She
were
already
once
became a
friends with
puppet.
Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed.
Honestly, if Electro's about never change, maybe that's your
makes you
element.
say
I mean,
that?
that's not about what Electro... Like, the Electro element... So the Archons are not like the embodiment of their elements. They rule over the element, but like they don't define the element. Because the Archons... The power to control the elements does not come from the Archons. It came from the Dragon Sovereigns, which Celestia stole from the dragons and then gave to the Archons. So, just because A is about eternity does not mean that Electro is about eternity.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma.
So A has never bathed in all that time?
On a battlefield
I mean,
consumed in
the
darkness,
puppet doesn't need
our
to bathe.
soldiers fought
It
against
probably just
dark
needs like
forces,
a wiping
creatures
down every
capable
now
of
and then.
possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumeku Ibaku could do nothing to wake them.
Oh, okay, so they're super nightmares. They're extra nightmares that the Baku can't eat. As awful as that sounds, it doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality.
Oh, so that's what we were fighting
as a continuation
last
of the war,
time.
and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated.
So we were fighting like one of those people from 500 years ago.
Both for the person in question and those around
Maybe
them.
it is cryo because of the fragile psyche? I mean, I don't think the elements in Genshin... I think they're just elements. I don't think they're associated with any, like, particular personality type. If I hadn't broken out of the nightmare yesterday, would that then happen to me? Then A must be so worried because... Then A must be so worried because did that happen to someone back then?
Yes.
And? What happened?
Unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down. No need.
I'm sorry.
I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary,
Being strong enough to fight your nightmare just leads you to fighting the world. Yeah, it's like a no way out situation.
You showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Oh,
Perceptive. Oh, it's you
before you
two.
say anything,
Oh
this
my
part wasn't
gosh.
me.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
Hey!
Miko in a towel. Did not
nice and
expect.
warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I guess both of us?
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up.
Wait. Shouldn't Miko know about all this though? She was around back
In
then.
her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
I'll keep that in mind. I understand the reasoning, but why do it
It's
yourself?
one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Good point.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare
I guess
from back
maybe
then,
she wasn't involved with the
naturally,
events?
I would
Or
have
maybe
discussed
she was
this
too
intel
young
with
back
you.
then?
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
Sounds
What
like a
was
kid from
that?
outside. Let's check it out.
Yeah, no night. I'm thinking the nightmare is A's. Wow.
Someone's unconscious.
Everyone got dressed really quickly.
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
For as complicated outfits as they all have, it sure doesn't take them long to get dressed.
Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just
Nothing
take a
except
deep
the Shogun.
breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now.
Is that what happened earlier? You fainted?
I was on my way to Uyu restaurant.
They can change like Wonder Woman in the old TV show, like where they just like do a spin and suddenly close.
It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight.
It's an identical clone.
In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too. Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Don't worry about that. The strongest yokai in
Now that we have
Inazuma
an
are all
understanding
right
of the
here.
situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Maybe it's a friendly doppelganger. It doesn't sound friendly.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
So it seems... With the general trend of Genshin events, I'm assuming this doppelganger, this nightmare is going to be related to the one from 500 years ago, but probably like weaker. Because it feels like we mostly like fight like the remnants of what happened 500 years
Ontario
ago.
Commission official, what's wrong?
It's just like lingering, weaker versions.
Another victim at the festival. Kappa is trapped.
What?
Who's
Sarah
Kappa?
and the others were keeping watch.
Is Kappa someone we know?
Haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Man. Do you think it's really cold out there right now? Like, going from a hot bath to like cold night air must feel
Let me
awful.
take a look.
Oh, Kappa's one of the children. Yeah, there's no chance I would have remembered their names.
Now
That
is
was
not
the
the
kid
time
who
to cast blame.
yeah, now we know
Did
that.
anyone witness the attack?
No, we have failed you. There is no trace of the
Just
enemy.
a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground.
Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the Baki Danuki transformation, there was no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods are getting more sophisticated. The doppelganger in Inazuma City also seemed to appear without warning. Wait, there was a doppelganger in Inazuma City? Yeah, seems like it. Doppelganger. Nightmares. Inazuma City. Mount Yogo.
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Ah, yeah, just like 500 years ago. The Baku couldn't do anything about the nightmares. It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated
It was I who
methods.
underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers.
Leo randomly starting Discord call. Okay, thanks you.
Sarah,
Thank you,
what
Leo.
is the status of the other contestants and staff?
All normal. I asked the Yashiro Commission to move them to a secure location just to be safe.
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait! Yeah, I knew someone would say that.
What is it, Miko?
I thought it would be Lumines, but I didn't expect it to be Miko.
Hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
It's an advanced nightmare.
If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoen could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
That is not what I remember his name being. I guess it's his title? I do not remember that. I mean, Hazel did not play a big role in the previous... It's been a while since we've seen him, so... You flatter me, Lady Guji. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of the nightmare creature around Mount Yogo, and now a doppelganger appears in Inazuma City. Our original thought was that the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding the nightmare creature, on top of everything, now has the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. I'm trying to think of what he's going to suggest, but honestly, I don't know. Oh. It's a psychological phenomenon. No. Doppelgangers and nightmares are actually... It's the same person. Alright, no it's not. It's a different person. The nightmare creature and the doppelgangers are separate entities. That's why their methods are so different. They have separate goals. Okay. I did not get that one at all. That's right. The entities appeared at the same time and place. That's why the Tenryou Commission conflated the two at first. But if we ignore the nightmare creature and take a look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit's motive is clear. Cause panic? Doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folktale about doppelgangers did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. That's right, because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But after the Tenryou Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Inazuma City so the panic would spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. Maybe panic enhances the nightmare's powers? You're right, panic is a means to an end. But I think the shift to Inazuma City proves something, whatever their goal. Terrorizing one location wasn't enough. And since Inazuma City is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks and incite more panic by leaving behind us standing. Oh. Oh my god, he did this thinking ninjutsu thing. I was not expecting
no wonder
that.
I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see.
It was a
So
log.
the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa.
Oh my god, and he like drew a picture of his face on and put it on a log. Not just that, replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. We can get to see each other much during the test of
Also, when
courage.
his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
This kind of transformation is said to have a particular weakness. If the subject is frightened, the sky starts to crumble. Isn't that right, Yoko and Hitatsumi Kozo? It's all three of them.
It's a Bakedaniki tail.
Oh.
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Tetsunosuke?
What? We got evil raccoons?
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
Leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
Why we got evil raccoons?
Fighting. Let's go!
And the raccoons know ninjutsu?
Bakedaniki, those little terrors. Come on, let's go after them. Paimon had enough of these things. What even are they? More Bakedaniki tricks?
No, not the rotten pumpkins.
Nothing's working. The humans are catching up.
Why do they have evil halos? I'm assuming they're like possessed by the nightmare and that's why they're evil. That's my assumption.
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us! You can't see me. You can't see me.
How do I get that thing up there?
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires! Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! We'll show them, stupid!
It's probably the one up there, but I don't have any. Okay, I need to bring out an archer. Wait, no. Wait. I forgot. Mizuki can do this. Okay. Maybe not. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna hope it's not the one up there.
Ouch! Transform!
They're gone again! No, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
Okay, so I have to find all 3 of them. Oh, there's one of them. This time they're separated. Oh, they still have their scarves on. Okay. Where's the 3rd one? Over here? No? Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype headass? Huh? What does that have to do with Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, there's the 3rd one.
Protect us!
We're almost rid of them.
Are you talking about like Heizo, the smart femboy? That's enough. I will not fail the Shogun because of you.
Flying! Tengu is a cheater!
The evil raccoons? Oh. Surrender now and I will spare your life.
Why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
Scoff my look. Oh. Wait. Isara? Did I remember incorrectly? Is Isara actually a Tengu? I thought she was a human, but maybe she's actually a Tengu. My loyalty is to the Shogun. Humans and yokai are no different in my eyes.
That's the leader of the humans!
Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Nonsense. The Shogun would never give such an order.
Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development.
Yeah,
is he?
they're remembering things from 500 years ago.
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice,
Oh,
actually.
oh wait, no, never mind.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
I think there are some misunderstandings. Kichiboshu and the others weren't forced into anything.
Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try
Yeah,
a different approach.
it's got the evil halos. They're possessed by the nightmare.
I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
See? Called it.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement. These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us.
Oh my god. I don't want to stay up all night. Neon night shift.
A world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn.
Look at the evil
even a
Paimon.
single shred of light.
Oh, look at the evil Paimon.
So they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
True.
I may have a solution. If the nightmares come from the abyss, there's something I can try.
No, don't!
Oh. That was easy.
The humans are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
Oh?
This is a fine piece of
Are
land.
these
The grain yield should
the
be exceptional.
culprits?
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey,
Oh my
you know
god,
about
it's
the
so
Mikawa Flower
comically
Festival, right?
it's so
I heard
comically
50%
over
of the
evil.
profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And the festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die.
Monkeys? They're raccoons.
Do that.
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
The voice actor had fun with that one, you can tell. Oh, there he is.
What? What is that?
This is silly. It's pretty silly.
Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on, we're coming!
Oh no, did he get the
Yokai
kids as well?
And the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak.
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival,
Oh, so they were replaced all along.
will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Well, he's scared the humans
And then
away.
they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
Oh my god, they're silly little beans.
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
I'm fine.
Where are we?
Well, it's a good thing nightmares come from the abyss, I guess.
The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Just my way of dealing with the abyss.
And a bunch of yokai! The Mikawa
Hey,
Flower
so is that a
Festival.
yokai?
The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Looks like they're confused. They still seem wary of humans. That might have something to do with a long time in hiding. He described the memories to the group.
Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsu-yuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. I can't believe we missed something so suspicious.
You're like Hazel if his skills only worked in hindsight.
Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
More or
Based on your
less.
description, Traveler, it's possible these Bakedanuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know
Why would they be in hiding for 500 years?
It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to
But
keep
wait,
watch.
Hazel's not a yokai, is he?
Has been resolved, but the
Is
threat
everyone
of
a
the
yokai?
nightmare remains.
Is everyone a yokai and I just forgot?
With Ioroi myself.
Hazel's a human, right? He's just a femboy. He's just a lowly femboy, devoid of any special powers. Well, I guess he has the wind punches, so not really devoid of any special powers, but...
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun! I bow before thee. No, wait.
I mean, it was so obvious, but I still found it funny.
All is well, Ioroi,
Like-
hidden protector of the grove.
I've never seen Ioroi, so
When
afraid.
Ioroi tried to pluck a naku weed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
Oh my... I did not think they would reference the time that A actually split an island in two. Cause that's like something people just figured out by looking at the map, and I don't think it was like actually like told to us in the lore or anything.
Some kitsune.
Yep, he's a yokai. In fact, all the playable characters of Inazuma are yokai. Okay, I know that's false. Kokomi is human.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Kokomi is definitely human.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
But I'm looking this. Are you just like putting me? Are you gaslighting me? I am looking this up. Where is his lore? Okay. No, it seems like he's human. I think it seems like he's human. Based on his wiki.
Suck up.
Yeah, the one of... Yuki, you're definitely just trying to gaslight me.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Ioroi! The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
Not dead? The Kitsune spoke the truth?
This spell...
Wait, where have they been the past 500 years?
Ioroi is alive? Ioroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuda Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Bakedanuki Tsukumo taught us. By digging a hole in the ground!
Wow, he sounds so proud of that.
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great.
Oh, that's where the nightmare came from.
Manifest.
It restored our power, and then we made the human go, oh, ching, ching. Yeah.
Oh, and by Ting Tune, yeah, you mean
We tricked him and ran.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Bake Danuki are so afraid of humans?
You know, for being a nightmare-eating yokai in a story about nightmares,
The Bake Danuki have been trapped inside this
Mizuki has not been that useful.
500 years.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Ha ha ha, you guys hid for 500 years for no reason at all. Congratulations.
Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellowfur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Bake Danuki were only sealed away back then because Ioroi stole their phone.
Ioroi? It's a thief? Ioroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know? It was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku. I gave it back, didn't I?
So the
But he's
humans were
still
mean
stuck
for
in
no
stone.
reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I
Hello, God Emperor.
conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither
Welcome
side
aboard.
is
Good to see you
bad.
here today.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So,
For now.
it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding?
I know, right?
For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than you.
Oh my god.
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bake Danuki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what
I
isolated
guess
them from the
I
worst
guess
effects of
500
the
years
nightmare
is
and
not
prevented
that
them
long
from
for a
causing any
yokai.
real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
I feel like I've heard a legend about that.
The Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent.
Oh, that was one of
from within.
A's friends from back in her trailer. Like one of the friends that slowly disappeared over time.
Name Chio the Tiger Bite, or Tora Chio.
I don't think Chio would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
A nightmare doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength. It turns into something even
every
worse.
joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised
I
her
did
sword
not
against
think
me
we
on
would
Mount
be
Yogo.
getting more elaboration on A's
With the
backstory.
Musou no Hitotachi, I cut
It's
off her
literally
arm,
been years.
one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
After your angsty teenage son, Horace made me a paraplegic, stupid ducking teenage phases. Should have been a better father.
That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chio's nightmare.
Shouldn't have shut yourself in the webway for like 10,000 years instead of seeing your children.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure, an earthbound spirit.
Jibakure. Getting all the Japanese terms today.
Also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
Now it was all Magnus's fault, trust you?
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then.
Alright.
It hates old joy and every good thing in this world.
Passing, not accepting the blame, are we?
The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
So why
Perhaps
hasn't it
it
appeared
needs to regain
since?
strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies.
As a guy who hunts many world join, yeah, people can. I mean, the game is co-op, right? So people can try to join your world randomly. Just ignore them.
But both possibilities prove something.
As a
Nightmare
guy
fragments can be
who eats
defeated,
man-eater wildlife,
and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chiyo is gone.
I mean, what?
A
Yeah,
fragment
what?
of
Why
a
would you
nightmare tied
try?
to a severed horn.
Oh
That
wait,
all that
is this where Mizuki comes in? She's gonna like, is she gonna be like, be able to eat the nightmare in the end? Mizuki said Archons suffer from the same turmoil as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with
The
them.
dead anyway. I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned
Leave it to
about our
Miko.
poor Bake Danuki friends.
Leave it to Miko.
What does that have to do with us?
Magnus' spanking will be so hard it'll make his face look pale in
Has been
comparison.
tied to the Bake Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down.
The
and
joke
who's
is
to
that
say
like
whether you take the lives of our
Magnus's
poor
face is
friends
like
along with
red.
it.
Very red.
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary, oh, no, a 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
Wait, what? Oh.
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Well, Oh! Yes. During my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Wait, she went to Liyue and Natlan? Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen before.
What would you
Oh my
propose?
god, no! We're
This
gaslighting
nightmare
her.
fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options
We're
fail,
gaslighting,
I
eh?
will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Oh, yes. No, but so we're good. So she's gonna eat the nightmare, but with the traveler's help, because the traveler,
Tried that 500 years ago.
because the traveler established that she can absorb the power of the
Corruption
abyss.
of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. Why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere.
Oh my god. You're so stupid, I love them.
Maybe they're hiding strange or the wind?
Fools! The kitsune is clearly referring to the Baketanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
They're so stupid, I love them.
Centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable.
How the floppy... How does a statue talk? Well, the statue is like the sealed form of a Bakedanuki, so that's how.
Studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils.
It is a powerful yokai that got sealed in stone.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say anything.
usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare.
Aw, she's embarrassed.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
Emperor, you have a question? How much does it cost to live on that throne?
There's just
1,000 ripped out nose hairs is but a tender massage compared to this pain you experience.
Its movements are unpredictable.
Doesn't it? Don't you have like to eat 1,000 psychers a day or something?
Here's where we want.
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil
okay,
beyond measure,
the festival. We just have to restart the festival.
So, if we want to lure it out,
we need a source of joy. Exactly. How neatly it all lines up.
Compared to finishing one's work right before the deadline.
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy
that's why
appears,
they started
I will
attacking
pull
in
them
the first
into plain
place.
of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
Of course.
I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was
I mean,
your
you
idea.
slept all day.
Oh, and don't forget.
You literally slept from morning till night and you're gonna complain?
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
Yeah, Audire chat lore goes crazy. Well, you have to consider when half my chat is like VTubers who have their own lore. It can go pretty hard.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me.
But
I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come.
Okay, get some rest, eh? Isn't that Tommy for being short?
One more thing. Thank you.
You're not a VTuber, not yet anyways. Oh, I know you are, but just in general, you know? You're probably the least overpowered VTuber in Audire circles. I don't know. Like, I mean, like, so there was Rushi she was like a scarecrow. coal is again like very underpowered. What do you think? Like, actually, you're pretty high up there, relatively speaking. Like, Sonata is like what? Nymph, water nymph. You could probably beat a water nymph. Somni. Dream merchant. Well, I mean, she might be able to make you fall asleep. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what Somni's powers are. It seems like you'd probably not be able to interact, really. Because, you know, you find her in dreams and you can't really shoot missiles. You don't have dream-seeking missiles yet. They haven't invented that technology in, what, 1980 or whatever. Right, what was I doing? What? Wait for next day again. Yeah, so you're actually one of the stronger ones. Most VTuber lore is like very non-combat, actually. Say what else? Well, Leo is on the stronger side. If you're like modern-ish technologically.
Themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons.
Atanashi, well, we don't talk about Atanashi. Puzzle is like, he's a moon... I guess he's not a moon rabbit anymore. He's got some tech. I don't know if he could beat you. Reimu, I don't know what Reimu's lore is.
Right. It's finally time for the festival. Hopefully everything goes okay.
I'm just like going down my Discord friends list right now.
Let's go check it out.
Maxim, he's a vampire cat. I feel like you could probably beat Max. Like, I don't know what Maxim's gonna do if you chuck a missile at him. I don't know. Can he turn to mist? Your lore is that you were a prune hunter until a tundra spinosis killed you. Is this like monster hunter things?
With the Tenryo Commission?
Atanashi is basically the god of everything. Yeah, he controls all of reality or something. We have adjusted our defensive efforts in response to the nightmare fragment. Now that we no longer need to worry about the doppelgangers, we can be much more efficient. Well, we're all here. With your arrival, we can be even more confident in the strength of our defenses. Nevertheless, we must remain vigilant. I can speak. We all must do our part to give Audire and the Shogun the best chance against this enemy.
Well, it's a relief to have you all.
Isn't Tommy a decommissioned F-14D? Yes, that is correct. Yeah, again, like, Tommy, you keep like talking about like overpowered VTuber lores, but like, again, like most VTubers, they're just like animals, or just, you know, they're pretty. They may be like, they're like slightly stronger than a human. They're like humans with some minor powers. Is what I think most VTubers are. Most of the games don't. I shut them up here, so
I'm sure you'll run into her as you walk around. Oh, and just a reminder, you need to select the best game later tonight.
So he wouldn't have missiles or guns?
Most importantly,
well, I guess we're talking about Tommy when he was still active in the military.
As joyful as possible if we want the plan to work. Once you're done experiencing the festival, you should check in.
You have werewolf powers every decade. Oh, they let you keep your gear and your lore, Tommy, after leaving the military? Up to contestants from various teams, optional. You had to buy it back? But, you know they don't typically let civilians own missiles, right? Like, a Vulcan, maybe.
To be honest, some Watatsumi
like,
Islanders aren't
too
I
concerned
think,
about yeah, I think there are some civilian-owned miniguns in the U.S., so you could probably, with the right licenses, own a Vulcan. But I don't think there's any legally owned guided missiles for civilians. Alright, See you, sir, honey. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time.
Huh. I never considered that angle. You possess wisdom beyond your years, Kokomi. On par with a certain other shrine maiden I know.
Wait, I missed what she said. Not even... I doubt you even... Oh. I doubt you have a choice at this point, Audire. Not even the words of a divine priestess are enough to convince the people of Watatsumi and Narukumi Islands to let go of the past. Takes time, communication, and most importantly, the help of a very special people. Your representative at this festival, in collaboration with Mizuki, will serve as bridges between Watatsumi Island and the outside world.
Mizuki! Did you get any sleep at all?
And a space vessel. I'm not a battleship, I'm a mothership.
Fine.
Important distinction.
Sometimes you need to push past your mental limits to unleash your full potential. I've seen that many times in my line of work.
Again, Mizuki, you literally slept all day. Okay? Give it a good like, I am so over.
The ritual is all set. That means the festival can
As someone who has been on night shifts, I have sympathy, but my sympathy is limited.
As for the more pressing matter,
you can do it.
Once the nightmare fragment appears, we will begin
We
the
should be
ritual,
allowed to own everything the military can own. I think that would be
You
a
and the
bad
Shogun
idea.
are the only ones who can subdue the enemy until then. Do you remember what I told you yesterday?
Would not
before we
recommend.
left for Isa Bathhouse? Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally
She could be
susceptible to the
nocturnal.
same
Well,
mental
apparently not.
turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions. And
She
that
practically is
far
only
from
for the
healthy.
past few days. I remember.
I trust you won't let the Shogun shoulder this alone. Not anymore.
Man, A's been like isolating for 500 years and she still hasn't got over it. Crazy.
Don't you think this puzzle is a bit too complicated? If we make this small adjustment, it'd be a lot easier to understand,
But
don't you
I guess
think?
it would make sense for someone who eats dreams to be nocturnal. Like that would just make more sense.
Oh, no. You two did all the hard work. You made it easy for me. Oh, when did you get here?
Sayu has not always had that leaf on her head, has she? I don't think she has. It seems, I guess you're learning from the Bakidanoji? Or the Tsunuki?
Oh, you remember that. Well, brother had everything covered, so I asked Yoimiya if she could use a hand. I'm just glad I didn't turn out to be an inconvenience.
An inconvenience? We were in such a jam and you saved us.
Because jam is sticky, and we got stuck.
Not that kind of jam. But it doesn't matter. We just need to get this done.
Traveler, Lady Guji told me about the upcoming battle. As I understand it, this is an extremely dangerous endeavor, and the rest of us can only help from the sidelines. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Be careful.
Holy shabango, did you just make a theory? A game theory? Oh, Toma, my bro, I heard you in a bind. The almighty Arataki unbeatable and unmatched game dev team is here to help. I'm not sure how helpful most of them will turn out to be, but I at least am a licensed game designer. I'm so sorry, everyone. I was so focused on this game, I didn't notice Kinkaku and the others at all.
Bakedanuki are powerful. Even Shosei couldn't smell them.
Yeah, we didn't notice anything either. Audire, hi, Mon. Don't sweat the small stuff. I'm sure all Hitatsumi Kuzo and those little fellows want is for you to honor their last wishes and finish what you set out to do. That was beautiful, boss, but last wishes are used for people who are, you know, dead. Dead, as in the big sleep, the final curtain, the last hurrah. Ginta, you copied down the wrong thing.
Is stupid. Stupid only really helped me game. By the way, where are the real Hitotsume Kozo and his friends? And what about Tetsunosuke and the others?
Was that just fourth dimensional warp duckery, huh? Oh? Not sure what you're referring to there. After the three passed out, the Bakidanaki hid them in their home to keep them safe. Even under the influence of a nightmare fragment, Bakidanaki are kind at heart. As for Tetsunoko and the others, they're in charge of setting up the ritual as punishment for causing all that panic. Something about showing them what it's really like to work through the night. Sounds like Mika is doing. Hey, once you deal with the crisis, I can get the whole gang together. Hitotsume Kozo, Yoko, Kappa, plus Kingaku, and Tetsunoko too. We can all play Akatsuki Hot Possum to our heart's content. Okay. Where is I? Oh, she's up, like on the top of the hill. You don't and go, I choose you. I'm not doing this puzzle.
It's you. Before battle, it is imperative to calm the mind. If you have unfinished business, see to that now.
I'm set.
Come meditate with.
Because it's very boring. Well, speaking of which, Cole, you missed. Because you're like the puzzle gamer around here, and I wanted to ask if you had ever seen a game like one of the puzzle game like one of the mini games that we had, but because it's too late now. I seem to have a hand in a lot of those. I'm sorry.
It may not be a bad thing. In the plane of euthymia, I could not perceive the consequences of my choices, but that did not preclude their impact. It is only natural that I would feel their effect one day. Even a god cannot sever the link between cause and effect. I have come to realize that isolating oneself from all engagement is no way to reach a true state of euthymia. I will not unleash
Smart
Muso no
of
Hitotachi
you.
this time. I can only support you in the battle ahead, using illusion
Only
against
support?
illusion, dream against nightmare. The ultimate success of this plan comes down to you, traveler.
This is a last-minute plan. We don't exactly know what we're about to face. They could all fall through at a moment's notice, but one thing is for sure. This time, you will not face her alone. Oh, time is being accelerated for us. We don't have to do it manually this time. Also, wait, you all used to work nights? Every med student has to work nights at some point. Also, I used to work in the ED, and yes, I had to do nights there too. Alright, work right on. Big dubs for the team. Ah, what the? Oh, you hate missing things? Well, you should have just kept watching the stream then. What is this Inquisition your Captain General told you? Have you made nothing called the Inquisition? I mean, there's a lot of things in 40k that you haven't made. ED's nuts? Tell me what? During combat, oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing this.
There would be a day when we would fight in the plane of euthymia, side by side. Be on your guard, traveler.
Ow. I'm not doing good with the parries. I'm doing very badly at this parry game, but his HP is going down faster than mine, so... Ow. This is why I'm not good at Dark Souls. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That... He's just sitting there immune.
Shatter the night, unmask it all.
Okay, got that parry off. Oh my god. They got 1 out of like 5. Ow. I was too distracted by the clones, I wasn't watching his animation anymore. Wait for A to attack. Okay. A. Attack. Please. Please. Please do something, eh? There we go. Oh my god, that took so long.
I lend you my power. Truth. I grant you the Shogun's blessing.
Alright, thank you. Thank you. There we go. There are parries in Genshin, only for the special mechanic. Well, I mean, Beto's had a parry for her ult for a long time, but like, there is a specific, like, it's a special mechanic though.
With your might, let illusions fall.
There's like 2 characters that can. Who's the other one that can parry?
Makoshi-sama, are you okay?
We thought you'd been eaten alive by that beast.
Mother.
Do what you must. Just save her. This nightmare. It's beyond our skill to heal.
Oh, she's adorable. She's so cute. They're the cutest Oni ever. Yoonjin can parry? Oh, I did not know that. Oh yeah, that's the scene of the picnic.
It felt like an endless nightmare.
Sleep in peace. This time, only sweet dreams await.
Who that one person? It's the friend of A's that died a long time ago, but is the source of the nightmare we're currently fighting. The lighting on that was a lot better than usual. Wow. I initially thought that was 2D
Of us, I'm sure
at
the last
first.
few days have seen unforgettable levels of stress and fatigue. But for now, I hope we can put the past behind us and enjoy a night of pure, unadulterated fun.
Finally getting development on that 3 years later in a limited time event.
Now, before we kick things off,
I mean, to be
our
fair,
representative
if
will
they
announce the award
put
for best game.
all of the events in the game at the same time and then made them playable permanently, the game's file size would be enormous. Oh wait, which one do I... I like Genshin Phantasm most. I'm gonna pick that one.
We won? I'm not dreaming, am I?
Although, I kinda wanted to give it to Mizuki, but...
It's real.
I'm gonna be fair as a judge and actually give it to the best game and not the cutest person.
Sum of prize money courtesy of the Yashiro Commission, along with the Tanuki Game Award. In addition, our special guest has the honor of announcing a special award. Shogun, if you could.
This special award recognizes the team with the most immersive game. And that goes to the creators of the horror game, The Doppelganger Incident. Kinkaku, Ginkaku,
Oh,
and
this is how they're this is how they're passing all that off.
Oh,
Oh my god, they're so stupid.
along. I really thought I'd seen a ghost.
Ah, the government cover-up.
That takes immersive to a whole new level. Baketanuki are something else.
Ah, smart idea. Now people have no reason to fear the yokai. I don't think the Shogun and Lady Guji want the yokai to fear humans either.
This award in the name of the Narukami Ogosho, and I promise you this: no human shall infringe on your peace without cause.
Shogun is the best!
Shogun is the best!
Get a bro like that Fox Shrine Maiden will stay with you for eternity? You mean Big Miko?
The whole purpose of the investigation was to avoid
I mean, I
disturbing
would like a
yokai
Miko, but
territory.
I feel like not everyone in chat agrees.
Besides, the world is a big place. Humans, yokai. There's more than enough room for all of us.
How big? Why would imagine the game would be at least like 3 times the current, like at least twice the current file size if they left all the events in playable. Maybe 3 times. I think, because I think like a huge part of the game file size is going to be like voice files actually, because audio takes up a huge amount of game file size. So just like having the voice lines for all the events in would inflate the file size hugely. And that's like I think that's like a major part of why they need to take they need to make the events limited. And like honestly, like Genshin, both Genshin and Starro, like the games would be so much better if they just did not have to make them for mobile and could just make them for PC. But unfortunately, like there's so much money on mobile, so like you gotta make it. You gotta make it for mobile if you can. All right, thank you for stopping by, God Emperor. They could just make them for PC. They could, but like I said, there's a lot of money on mobile. Like, there's just a lot less competition on mobile. Like, you don't really see, there are not very many games of this like depth and quality on mobile. On PC there's a lot of competition, but on mobile there's like nothing. There's Woowa. That's it. Wait. I'm going to take a bath with specifically Ito? I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want to get a bath with Ito. Oh, let's see. I already did all these. I think I just should be able to just collect all the rewards now. Didn't I? Can I get the Genshin Legendary Edition on PC one day? I doubt it. I mean, like, it would be really cool if, like, one day when they decide to take the game servers offline, they just, like, released a version that could be played single player without online internet connection. But I feel like that's very unlikely. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, so it's basically a little, because we did all the mini games yesterday. Okay, I guess we have to go take a bath with Ito. Alright, fine. I'll do it. Funnily enough, Hayo is their own biggest competition. It is. They are. Like, the okay, so we're at least getting some male fan service as well. Listen, this isn't a sauna.
So warm.
I guess, okay, so I guess it's mixed gender.
Hey, don't fall asleep in the tub.
I was not expecting to see Paimon swimsuit. Is that a swimsuit? Wait, is that like her pajamas? Her nightwear? Yeah, single player with all the events. I mean, that'd be like the dream. Hey, Kujo Sada here with the sword. It's gotta be mixed bath. Like, Sayu's definitely a girl.
It's not good to get distracted during a match, brother.
Whoa, this game is getting cheated. What's your next move, Audire? What do you think? That will take it slow. Try to consolidate my advantage. Oh, they're playing the TCG. They're actually playing the TCG. You could be aggressive. Taking a risk isn't a bad idea. Go slow and steady. Oh, very clever, Audire. A decisive defeat. I concede. Now, based on the random draw earlier, the next player should be Ayaka. Have fun, you two.
Go easy on me, traveler.
Ayaka must have lost to me on purpose to give Ayaka more time to play. Always up to something, that one.
Boss! The Mikawa Flower Festival
Yeah,
was a
I gotta
huge
say,
success for us.
Goro,
3 times more
Ito,
visitors than
and
based on what we've made so far, I think we'll be
Toma
able
are
to make
not really my husbandos here.
That's great news! We might even beat Yai Publishing House this month.
Oh, you look pleased about something. Having a party without me?
Oh, it's nothing.
I forgot to share some good news with you. 30% of the proceeds from the festival have been transferred to Yai Publishing House. We're expecting record profit this month.
Alright, the beef between them.
Congratulations are in order.
What?
Well, boss, I guess congratulations are in order. This is our 333rd time competing against Yai Publishing House in sales, and our best showing to date. 2nd place.
What do you mean second?
May this be
Best
a night
showing
of
to
sweet
date.
dreams for all.
Damn, poor Mizuki. I guess it's just hard to beat the international publishing house when all you have is the local bathhouse. Alright. That ended right on time, actually. Anyways, thank you all, lovely passengers, for being here today. We will be streaming more Helldivers tomorrow, same time, same place, same Audire channel. So thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Until then, have a wonderful start to your weekend and a wonderful night. Good night, everyone. Good night.